Imagine standing at the edge of a vast cosmic battlefield where forces of light and darkness clash in a dance as old as time itself. But what if I told you that this battle is not as simple as it seems? What if evil, often viewed as an ominous shadow lurking in the corners of existence, is not just a force to be feared, but a necessary catalyst for our own growth, a misunderstood ally in our spiritual journey? Today, we are going to peel back the layers of reality and explore the radical idea that one type of evil is, in fact, essential to our evolution, and how the very darkness we fear could be the guiding light to our highest selves. Welcome to a journey that transcends the ordinary. Your presence here is not a mere coincidence. It's a testament that the universe has orchestrated this moment for you. Together, we embark on a path that unravels the dual nature of evil, both internal and external, and how these forces shape our existence and spiritual maturation. The wisdom we explore today has the potential to transform your life. But remember, its impact depends entirely on your willingness to embrace and act upon these teachings. So, stay with us until the end of this profound exploration and prepare to see the world from a perspective you've never imagined. Evil as a catalyst, a deeper look into the unknown. Have you ever considered that evil might not be as straightforward as it seems? What if instead of merely existing as a shadow, evil also serves as a catalyst for profound spiritual growth? Today, we delve into ancient secrets passed down for over 36,000 years from Thoth, the storied sage of Atlantis, known to the Egyptians, revered as Hermes Trismegistus by the Greeks and later the Romans. His teachings, recorded in the Emerald Tablets, offer us a unique perspective on the cosmic roles of good and evil in our soul's evolutionary journey. In our exploration, we will encounter the enigmatic Brothers of Darkness, interdimensional beings driven by a sinister agenda to ensnare the soul and shroud it in perpetual night. These masters of the shadow realm are fierce adversaries of humanity, relentlessly tightening the binds that tether spirits to the murk of oblivion. They operate from the shadows, weaving their dark influence throughout the ages, always elusive, forever a hidden blight upon the sons and daughters of men. Contrasting these shadowy figures is the transformative entity known as the Lord of Three, the sovereign of life, death, and spiritual purification. While the Brothers of Darkness seek to imprison, the Lord of Three liberates, guiding souls through the trials of existence to emerge purified and enlightened. Today, as we uncover these profound teachings from the Emerald Tablets, we will learn how these contrasting forces of darkness and light are not merely adversaries, but are essential elements in the tapestry of our spiritual growth. The Brothers of Darkness, masters of the shadow realm. Darkness unveiled, forever they walked and worked in darkness, hiding from the light. The Brothers of Darkness, as described by Thoth, are not mere symbolic representations of our inner fears. They are real interdimensional entities operating independently from the challenges presented by the Lord of Three. These beings actively seek to sway humanity, pulling the soul into deep negativity and exploiting the power of dark energy and magic. Their influence is stealthy and profound. Unseen they come and unseen they go. Humanity, in its ignorance, often unknowingly calls upon them. They travel paths shrouded in darkness. Darkness so deep it is unlike any night, weaving through the dreams of men from the shadows. They gather strength, summoning other dark entities in ways hidden from human eyes, infiltrating the minds of men and wrapping the soul in a veil of darkness. The Brothers of Darkness have a sinister goal: to keep the soul ensnared in ignorance and fear, feasting on the negative energies produced when individuals give in to their baser instincts and desires. Their aim is to block the soul's journey to realizing its true potential and ascending to higher states of consciousness, for such awakening threatens their dominion over the material world. It is essential to clarify that when we discuss magic in this context, we do not imply that all magic is inherently evil. Magic is a neutral force, a tool that can be wielded for good or ill. However, the Brothers of Darkness manipulate this power for selfish and destructive purposes, channeling negative emotions like fear, anger, and greed. We are warned not to surrender our souls to these dark forces. We are urged to keep our gaze fixed on the light, to rise above the veil of night that seeks to obscure our path. "Hark ye, O man, and listen to my warning," the sage advises. "Be ye free from the bondage of night. Surrender not your soul to the Brothers of Darkness. Keep thy face ever turned toward the light." By nurturing mindfulness, self-awareness, and a robust connection to our higher selves, we can learn to detect the influence of the Brothers of Darkness and choose to walk the path of wisdom, compassion, and truth. This is the path of the spiritual warrior, the one who courageously confronts both the external and internal shadows, emerging victorious in the radiant truth of enlightenment. The Lord of Three, a guiding light through darkness. In stark contrast to the shadowy motives of the Brothers of Darkness, there exists another powerful entity known as the Lord of Three. This enigmatic figure plays an instrumental role in the soul's journey through the cycles of life and death. He governs the mortal realm, testing and purifying the souls of men through the varied challenges and trials of existence. It's vital to grasp that the trials set forth by the Lord of Three differ fundamentally from the dark influences of the Brothers of Darkness. While the Brothers of Darkness ensnare the soul in negativity and ignorance, the Lord of Three opens pathways for growth and transformation, cleansing the soul and aiding its rise to higher states of consciousness. In a profound passage from the Emerald Tablets, Thoth recounts his awe-inspiring encounter with the Lord of Three within the mystical Hall of Amenti, the concealed realm of the afterlife. Before him emerged a grand throne of darkness, upon which sat a figure enshrouded in shadows deeper than the night itself. As Thoth stood before this figure, the guiding master spoke the word of life, instructing the Lord of Three to liberate the soul's flame from its bonds, allowing it to shine even through the densest darkness. Responding to this command, the Lord of Three raised his hand, from which a flame sprang forth, growing bright and clear. The oppressive curtain of darkness lifted, revealing the hall bathed in light, and countless flames danced before him, some bursting forth as vibrant flowers of fire, others glowing with a gentle light. This poignant revelation underscores the critical role the Lord of Three plays in the evolution of the soul. By casting forth the veil of darkness, he tests the soul's resilience and strength. This darkness is not a hindrance, but a catalyst for growth, a challenge that each soul must face and overcome, thus maturing and preparing for higher planes of existence. Through this perpetual cycle of challenge and renewal, the soul learns, grows, and transcends, ever reaching toward the light, strengthened and purified by its trials. Darkness as a catalyst for growth. This darkness is not a punishment, but rather a catalyst for growth, providing an opportunity for the soul to expand and evolve. Just as a muscle grows stronger through resistance, so too does the soul grow stronger through the challenges and trials of life. Each time the soul faces the darkness and emerges victorious, it gains greater power and wisdom, becoming a brighter flame in the darkness of night. This is the true nature of the evil that the Lord of Three represents, not as a malevolent force seeking to harm us, but as a necessary obstacle on the path of spiritual evolution. By confronting and overcoming the darkness, we purify and strengthen our souls, preparing ourselves for the ultimate goal of union with the divine. This teaches us that death is not an end, but merely a transition, a gateway to new forms of life. The soul is eternal, existing forever in the all, and the darkness of night is but a fleeting shadow, quickly conquered by the infinite light. As the Lord of Three declares, "I, death, come, and yet I remain not, for life eternal exists in the all." Only an obstacle am I in the pathway, quick to be conquered by the infinite light. Awaken, O flame that burns ever inward. Flame forth and conquer the veil of the night. As we navigate the challenges and trials of our own lives, we can take comfort in this ancient wisdom, knowing that each difficulty we face is an opportunity for growth and transformation. By embracing the darkness and using it as a catalyst for our evolution, we can follow in the footsteps of the great masters of old and emerge victorious in the battle for our souls. Balancing light and darkness, the eternal dance. This dance between light and darkness is the essence of spiritual evolution. It is the balance between these two forces that allows for growth and transformation. Just as the darkness of night is necessary for the growth of plants, so too is the darkness of evil necessary for the growth of the soul. It is through the trials and challenges presented by the darkness that we learn to harness our inner light and grow stronger in our spiritual journey. So, how do we balance these forces within ourselves? The key lies in awareness and mindfulness. By becoming aware of the darkness within and around us, we can make conscious choices to act in alignment with our higher selves. We can choose to see the trials and challenges we face as opportunities for growth, rather than as obstacles to be avoided or feared. By embracing both the light and the darkness within us, we can find the balance that allows for true spiritual evolution. We can learn to navigate the challenges of life with grace and wisdom, always keeping our focus on the ultimate goal of union with the divine, evil as a reflection of our inner state. The concept of evil is also deeply intertwined with our perception and inner state. What we often perceive as evil may actually be a reflection of our own fears, biases, and unhealed wounds. For instance, when we harbor anger, hatred, or resentment, we project these emotions onto the world around us, creating a distorted perception of reality. This is why spiritual teachings emphasize the importance of inner healing and self-awareness. By addressing our inner darkness and bringing it into the light of consciousness, we can transform it into wisdom, compassion, and love. It is said that the world is a mirror, reflecting back to us our own inner state. When we perceive evil in the world, it may be an invitation to look within and examine the shadows that dwell in our own hearts. Through this process of inner reflection and transformation, we can align ourselves more fully with the light and become beacons of hope and love in a world that so desperately needs it. Conclusion: evil as a necessary force for spiritual growth. In conclusion, the idea that one type of evil is literally good challenges us to rethink our understanding of good and evil and their roles in our spiritual journey. By embracing the duality of existence and recognizing that the darkness serves a purpose in our evolution, we can transcend the limitations of fear and ignorance and step into the light of wisdom and understanding. Through this process, we can transform the darkness within ourselves into a source of strength, resilience, and spiritual growth, ultimately leading us closer to the divine. So, the next time you find yourself facing the darkness, remember that it is not something to be feared, but rather an opportunity for growth and transformation. Embrace it with courage and faith, and you will find that even in the darkest of times, the light within you will always shine bright.